I know
What?
you've been awake a decent while, and I know you ain't the type to just sit and think. So what were we thinking? What you got so far?
Saints.
Saints?
Yeah.
Why the Saints?
I mean, they have an S14. But then obviously so basically, I mean, I know quite a few people who have S14. A lot of people who've got S14s wouldn't really be asked in having it anyway, but you never know. But what I did is I went around all of the mechanics in the city, and the only S14 that has been repaired, like within this week, apart from mine, is one by the name of Jordan Elmore, which is a Saints member. Obviously, the bit about Matt getting lippy. Do you remember when he had that altercation with a Saints member over stealing his car?
No.
Yeah, he was
When was
beefing.
this?
So
A while ago,
you know
or
the same.
recently?
I'll say it was a few months ago, but it was before the Seaside thing. It was a very similar incident. He stole a car to do a meth run with, and it was a Saints member, and they started beefing each other. So at the time, it was squashed. But what I will be honest. So I think for them to do that over that is mad. You know, it is a big a big escalation, right? So I don't know whether they've been given information.
You reckon they grabbed the bench because Matt took a car?
I mean, so obviously the way it's worded in there, it says because of Matt getting lippy. I mean, you and me both know that's a Patar word, so I'm not sure exactly what they said. They probably didn't say Matt was getting lippy. They probably said something else. So until we actually speak to Patar, we're not going to kind of, you know? And obviously me and you know, like, Matt beefs other gangs, and, you know, it's like kind of like a thing where, you know, we blame Matt as like an internal thing, you know what I mean? Like, it's always just a bit of a joke we have. But outside people, unless they've been beefed by Matt, wouldn't kind of, I don't think they'd know that to throw it on Matt like that. Does that make sense?
Yeah. No.
But like, so I mean, the list of people that have got S14s, like Curtis from CG's got one. When was the last time you saw Curtis from CG?
Yeah, he ain't
you know what I mean?
around.
Angels, Claire, just wouldn't happen. Ace from Hydra, they wouldn't be interested. You know, Whaley, Lowe, Maldini's. He's literally not affiliated. He's really good friends with me. Like, he doesn't know anything about. You know what I mean? It's just not. You know, he's been the only. Benz has one who's left Russ recently, you know, but now he's Hydra affiliated. It's the people that have them cars, like a lot of them are already kind of in groups or affiliated with people that are already kind of top of the food chain and have kind of everything they'd ever need. Does that make sense? I think there's only.
So are we for certain that they were driving their own car?
I mean, it was an S14. So the problem with the S14 is if you get out and look at the back.
Only reason I say that is because it's like if we assume it was their car, it writes off a lot of options because they could have done a Matt and just hack into all the whip.
No, they absolutely could have done, yeah. But the thing is, so at the minute, what I'm trying to do, right? So so this number plate on the back here, right? That is a kind of a decryption of the normal number plate of that car, right? But if I go and get that, if I go and get it, somebody call it?
2 seconds is pigeon. I should get this.
James is calling me. Yo. Come to top of ammunition in Legion.
Alright, say less.
Right.
Dude, I see.
Go to where we pull out the boats at the docks.
Okay. Now, you want to drive?
Oh my god, my vision's so fuzzy. Can I drive? I like driving this car. Keep talking though. Keep
go
telling
to
me,
Civ. Go to Civ Docks. Go to Civ Docks.
Civ Dock.
Where you pull the boat out. Yeah.
Sound.
Who's that?
James.
Alright. Bro, I'm stressed as a motherfucker.
I ain't got any joints, mate. You can have them. Need food or you're good?
I could do with a little bit of munch, yeah, please, bro. Waking up to this info got me pranged, bro.
Don't get me wrong. I'm not even gonna start on the fact that I'm praying that he's not taken his material container full of like 15 mil worth of mats and gone on his own. Like that's a different story. If I'm honest, I don't even want to think about that in a minute.
Robbed, including my materials.
Yeah, but
hey,
you know what I mean?
Like, I know how he does it.
Oh, no, me
I
too.
can tell you
yeah.
that is what happened. Oh, it's that way, innit? I'm dumb.
No, the boats now, are they? It depends. If yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Ultimately, if I'm not gonna lie, bro, if he's gone on his Jack Jones with all of his money's worth of materials,
I'm assuming
he should know to
yeah.
make a better call than that. I can't lie.
I'm assuming Pigeon's gonna have a bit more info.
More than anyone. Pigeon.
How you doing, boys?
Hello, mate.
It's good, brother. I was good.
You guys aware of what happened?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
I'm
mean,
guessing you are
Who's
as
that?
well. Who the
Okay, so
fuck
I
is
just-
that?
Going in a submarine. All right. How informed are you right now? Is it Tarwick?
no.
Loosely.
So what we've been told, I can tell you.
Other than so.
What you say?
I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Come closer.
Do you want me to tell you what? You want me to tell you what what we know?
Because I know everything. Well, I
So
mean,
it says
I know
bench.
what-
It says robbed, including my materials. Black S14, plate 55, Japanese plate. 2 people, one on a bike, one on an S14.
Who's this? Who's this? Who's this?
James.
It's one of ours.
Okay. Right.
So pretty much that's. Is that a Civ heli or is it somebody in there?
Yeah, Civ.
Oh, go on.
Yeah.
So
I was not
yeah,
dumped. They said blame Matt for being lippy. One sounded American, one had a British accent. That's pretty much all we've been told. All
Yeah,
we
so
know.
last night I got a call from Tar saying he's been robbed. I thought he was fucking trolling. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? S14 blacked out. We did some investigation. A lot of gangs can be ruled out. You know, CG have one, you have one, Hydra have one. I thought it was GG. Patar's kind of certain it's not.
So
We got a fat motion sensor order coming through. I got you guys 30 guns. Here's the weird thing, very weird thing. So you would assume they would have robbed him at the bench, right?
Yeah.
You would assume that.
Yeah.
Apparently, Patar told me he got robbed at the tunnel. So apparently it was only 2 people. The whole thing doesn't make any sense to me.
That's the thing that's baffling. Who the fuck is taking something like that with $2?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And here's another weird situation. It's apparently they told Patar we've been looking at you for 6 months. Patar told me he hasn't even had it for 6 months. I have no idea. But what was the weirdest part to me is if it was 2 people, why would they be posted up at that tunnel? Why not at the bench? It doesn't make any sense.
Also,
Yeah.
if you've been watching something for 6 months, why would you then go 2-man?
I,
You've been
Exactly.
putting that
Exactly.
much time
I'm also-
and effort. You wouldn't just half-ass it.
I'm not gonna lie as
Exactly.
well. If you've been watching that for 6 months, I'll be honest, you've been watching a lot of fucking nothing for the majority of it because
Yeah, apparently Patar didn't use it for a week.
Yeah,
This
yeah,
is the
it,
first time
like-
he used it last night.
and I'll be
So-
honest, Pigeon, until you got involved, mate, it was used probably twice a month. If I'm
Now-
completely honest.
I can rule out certain people. I'm not gonna say too much. Obviously, apparently Zakid has a S14. It wasn't Zakid. He was occupied at that moment. They said something about Sanguine as well. I don't know what the fuck Patan was talking about. There was a weird altercation regarding me, Harry, Zakid, Lang. But like I said, Zakid was occupied, so it definitely wasn't them people.
Do you want me to give you what I found this morning?
Yeah, before you do, let me just.
Mhm.
He said that we were in black and white. The only black and white crew is Saints. Saints also have a cookie.
Yes.
So I don't know.
The only S14 that's been repaired in the last few days in this city is mine and another one owned by
Yeah, how'd you
Jordan Elmore, who was in the Saints. Because I work at 2 of the mechanic shops, and the people at Otto's have got very loose lips when they're going through their records for me this morning and telling me who's repaired cars.
That is very wow. That is
also-
actually extremely good.
Procyon have not repaired any S14s, but Otto's have. Jordan Elmore with the license plate free. But obviously these cars are very, very fucky,
Yeah,
so
exactly. The
it would have
car,
still
yeah.
had a numbered license plate.
Yeah, the plate that Patar said was 55. I got a cop to plate check it. It came back to a Leo Gonzalez, no MW profile, so probably fake plate.
So-
Plus, these cars are weird apparently. So
So did you actually get the full plate?
Patar said 55.
Is that all you had? So what you
I mean,
That's all he
so
said.
what we need to do, right? That car, Jordan Elmore's car, has strikes on it. So we need to find a police officer that is able to get the pictures from the scene that car was impounded in, and actually cross-reference that plate with the plate that Patar saw, and or we need to find the judge that is willing to go through the car's purchase history so we can find out the original license plate of that car. Because the thing with these cars is, right, so I can change that plate to Big Cock if I wanted to, right? And if I had the Japanese one on, it would still say that on the back of the car. So that's
what you're saying is, if a cop has impounded Jordan's car, it
has been, because it has 5 strikes on it,
and it will show us 55.
If he wasn't using a fake plate, it will show you 55. And then we have the culprit.
Another weird one Patar brought up. The only people know about that location is obviously you guys, and then my people. Who else knows? That's even more confusing. I don't understand.
No one outside of us and you, literally. Just that.
So, I was privy to a bit of a heated conversation between Patar and somebody else that Patar actually shot at the end of that conversation. Okay, I'm not saying that it was him, but obviously I'm bringing it up just because, try and get us all on the same page.
Yeah, but then the whole 6 months thing, then the whole knowing exactly what it is, right? There's so many things.
It doesn't make any sense. No, I understand that completely. So the only person, that was very kind of hot on a bench recently was Solomon.